This is an absolute robbery for the New England Patriots as they are positioning for an absolutely blockbuster trade. We talk about the latest rumors and NFL reports on this player and why the Patriots are a very good destination for him. Welcome into Patriots Digest, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews. I appreciate you watching, tuning in, hanging out with me here on the show. I want to say a quick thank you for all the latest support you have been showing us on our most recent videos. And we've got a lofty goal for you, but we want to try and hit 5,000 subscribers by the start of the new year, 2026. Now, we're over 500 subscribers away. However, I know that Patriots Nation has got my back, so if you can help me out, it's the best way to support this channel. Go down there and hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free to do so, but if you don't or if you do, I still appreciate you watching either way. The New England Patriots are in a very good spot right now, and they still have a lot to play for. In fact, that one seed, I don't think it's as far-fetched as maybe people are making it out to be. All they have to do is beat the Jets tomorrow, beat the Dolphins next week, and have the Denver Broncos lose to the Chargers, who right now are scorching hot. And if the Chargers win tomorrow, the Chargers versus Broncos game next weekend will be for the AFC West title, meaning there's going to be a lot to play for both sides. For the Patriots, though, right now, they just kind of have to go out and win the games that they should win against the Jets and the Dolphins. And so, with the Jets game coming up with there not being a lot to talk about, I thought it'd be kind of fun to take a look at the offseason ahead. And obviously, the Patriots are in a very good spot, ranking top 10 in cap space available, having $47 million in free cap as we stand right now. Now, the effective cap space is a little bit lower at about $42 million. But either way you slice it, they're going to be able to go out and spend some money just as they did this past offseason. And the best part about it is there's a lot of guys they can go spend their money on, they can go trade, because right now they feel probably pretty comfortable with their team. Well, that's where we got an interesting report yesterday. You see, Maxx Crosby of the Las Vegas Raiders left the team's facility due to a disagreement over his playing status for the team's final 2 regular season games. Crosby vehemently disagreed with the Raiders' decision to shut him down. Okay, so what does this all mean? Well, it means that the Raiders are fully going into tank mode. They are fully saying, we don't care about what's going to happen. We don't care about really anything for the win. We want to get the picks. And maybe, just maybe, there is a piece where it's like, okay, Maxx Crosby's a very good player. They don't want to injure him when he's already been dealing with injury. But at the same time, he seems to be out there playing, he wants to play. And earlier this week, he said this, quote, yeah, I don't give about the pick, to be honest. I don't play for that. That's not my job. My job is to be the best defensive end in the world, being a great leader, being an influence, end quote. So we can obviously see the two sides are very disagreed upon this matter. Well, Pete Carroll liked to kind of make this into a different light and say that, it was their decision to shut him down and that he did not leave the facility by being angry or being mad and rush out. Pete Carroll's discussion was that, hey, we're not going to let you play, and you're done. And Maxx Crosby, to Pete Carroll's point, he said that Maxx Crosby said, I would like to leave, and they let him go because, well, he's injured, right? He left the facility. This is obviously a very interesting situation, but it opens up the idea of Maxx Crosby being traded this offseason. He was a very big trade topic during the trade deadline, and while the Patriots weren't exactly in on him then, I think they can be now for a couple of different reasons. Let's talk about the contract for Maxx Crosby right now. It's, first of all, extremely tradable, as Hayden Winks puts here. $5 million in dead cap on the Raiders side, and the inheriting team has just $30 million in guaranteed money in 2026, which is not a problem. And then the rest of the contract is around $28 million team options. Both the Raiders and, of course, Maxx Crosby / teams who would be going after him are incentivized to make this trade. Here's his official contract again. Everything is guaranteed to 2026. After that, you can cut him in theory. So that $27 million, it's guaranteed on March 13th, but after that, it's a 2-year, about $60 million deal. So do the Patriots need Maxx Crosby? Is he someone that would actually benefit the Patriots? Well, I kind of think so because of a couple of reasons. First of all, As of right now, we know how the Patriots play. Their rushing linebackers are Kayvon Chaisson and Harold Landry. Those are, yes, edge rushers to a degree, but there's a reason the Patriots have them listed as linebackers, and they have the 3 official down linemen of their nose tackle and 2 defensive tackles with Christian Barmore, Khari Stonga, and Corey Durden. Adding in Maxx Crosby to this list, making him an edge rusher, figuring out the defense with that, would make it so much better because Kayvon Chaisson has been fantastic and has done some great things. So has Harold Landry. But Harold Landry is up there in age. And you add in the fact that you put Maxx Crosby with it, to me it seems like a fantastic idea. And again, like I said, there is obviously disarray in the organization right now. Again, here's the quote. After evaluation we did on his knee, Pete Carroll said, "He looks too bad. He knows he's banged up, and he didn't want to take the news like that." And so Pete Carroll said, "I'd like to go. I'd like to get out of here." And Pete said, "Yeah, get out of here." So he took off. There's nothing about this that seems right. And if the Patriots can go in and swoop in and grab this, I feel like this would be a fantastic move for them. And again, it's a very easy contract to take on. I mentioned the $47 million in cap space this upcoming season. In 2026, it'd be $30 million. All of it is guaranteed. So it would take you a big, heavy price, not to mention the trade would be included. But after the fact of that 1 year here in 2026, Crosby's $29 million 2027 salary becomes fully guaranteed on March 13th, again, making this a 2-year, $60 million contract for practical purposes. That's all it is. That's all it is. So my thought is this. Right now, your biggest playmakers, Drake Maye, TreVeyon Henderson, Kyle Williams to an extent. Obviously, you have Stefon Diggs. You're paying some guys on the defense. I understand. You're not paying a lot of those guys. Right now is the time to strike. Right now is the time to go out and a big guy. And maybe it's a receiver they want, but I've loved what I've seen from Kayshon Boutte. I loved what I've seen from Mack Hollins. I think you can get Mack Hollins back on a pretty cheap deal. The fact that you're able to do this with the team that you have in what is effectively their first true season together, it makes for a really fun time. Now, I want to ask the question before I go too far. Would you be interested in the Patriots trading for Maxx Crosby? If you would, then I want you to type in the comment section why for yes. If you do not think he is worth it / the money's just not there, you think that this is not a good idea, then type in for no. Let me know down in the comment section, would you be interested in the Patriots trading for Maxx Crosby? Okay, so a couple of logistical things. The Patriots are probably in a good spot more than other teams because of the picks they hold. Through 2026 and 2027, they have every single one of their first, second, and third round picks. Now, they are going to take at least 1/1 of those to get Maxx Crosby. At least one of the firsts, and maybe 2, I don't know. That's where the question becomes to me. Would Maxx Crosby fit for the Patriots? Yes. Would the money be a decent thing for the Patriots and not be that big of a deal for them? Yes. The question that I make and the question that I can't answer to you, but is really the determining factor of making this trade for the Patriots is, do they want to trade that much? / is it worth it to trade that much? Because as I just mentioned, right now you want to go out and pay people. But if you're giving up 2 first-round picks, what if you get a guy like TreVeyon Henderson or Kyle Williams next year in the draft? Because that's what second and third round. What if you go out and get top-tier guys that are, again, going to re-up on those smaller contracts? In my mind, it's a price to pay, but if it's the right price and if the deals are going, I think it's a good idea. Obviously, it has to be in the right situation. I think that is ultimately the problem with this, and we'll have to wait and see whether or not that right situation arises. But I wanted to let you know the latest rumors behind it. And of course, the Patriots being mentioned. They were talked about a lot in this. So this would be an interesting one for sure. We'll take a break, or rather see you next time here on Patriots Digest. We'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.